Here.
Lincoln.
Here.
Ingram. Giromini.
Here.
Franklin.
Here.
Longberg.
Here.
Carrico.
Here.
McKing.
Here.
Schwartz.
Here.
And Long.
Okay, Molly let us know she was out of town, so I move that we excuse Molly from the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Approval of the agenda, or is there any additions?
I didn't see the agenda, so I can't. Everybody read the agenda.
Okay, looks fine. I'll move to approve the agenda as submitted.
All in
Second.
favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of the July 21st meeting.
I have a correction. On the last page, under council liaison, for liaison reports, first line, it's just a change, misspelling of a name.
Okay.
It says, Jeremy said Onward and Upward Scholarship Program was awarded to Jade Brisdorf. That should read Greisdorf, Greisdorf.
Greisdorf.
You got it. Yeah, there's no way you could have got that the first
Yeah.
time. It's like my last name. In case, on the 1 in a trillion chance she reads the minutes. Jade will know.
So could I get a motion to approve the minutes with the corrections?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have no communications to the board. Call to the public.
That's you. Anything you want to say about the lake? Or the parks?
Did you go fishing?
No,
No?
Oh, okay. Swimming yesterday.
our dog literally just dived off the front of the boat.
Nice.
Our dog is 11 weeks old, so.
Aw.
And love and water.
It's got a golden retriever. So
Okay, no,
It was.
yeah, that tracks. Enough said, yeah. I
My
think-
dad literally just run to him and then drop the phone before that, and then he turned the prop up, and then he ran like back to us when it was like moving.
Aw.
Good story.
Good story. Turn the prop off. That's impressive.
We're going very slow.
He dropped the phone.
In the water?
No, when I saw him,
Oh,
like starting to go over. I was taking pictures of them, and I very quickly became not the photographer. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Thanks,
all
Miles,
right.
for the notes.
Thanks, Miles.
There's nothing, no new business we need to add, correct? Okay. Continue business, park signs.
We have finalized some of the details that the Jennifer Howard Sawdust and Spit Up was looking for, so that she could give us a quote. The quote came in at $1,506, and that's to purchase 19 directional signs at $54 a piece and 4 masthead signs at $120 a piece. So just to, again, describe what these signs are going to look like, it's going to be on a 4x4 post that's been cemented into the ground. There'll be a rectangular, that's the mast, which will have Clara Miller Park on it, and a QR code, which we don't have yet, but it's prepared for that when we get it, and then the Wolverine Lake logo. And then underneath that will be 7 to 8 directional signs, which are wood, 3 inches thick, and painted in various colors, indicating, and engraved, actually, with the router, of the locations around the park, the restrooms, the tennis courts, the BMX track, Veterans Memorial, and of course the playground, and sports area is what we're calling it. So there will be 4 locations for these signs, and she is hoping to have them before fall is over, before the snow flies, so they can be installed this season.
And you guys already saw a sample of it, or?
Actually, I asked her to prepare a sample,
Okay.
so that after we'll get submitted to the committee, so that, the council, so they could actually see it before they
Okay.
approve that actual cost.
Does that price include install, or do we install that?
We'll be installing them.
Okay.
And she has some suggestions and ideas on how they should be installed to avoid breakage or vandalism and things like that, so it'll be something we'll discuss and see.
Put electric, like, fencing, if they touch it.
So will the DPW put the 4x4 posts in for us?
Well, we haven't really I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I would imagine they would be the ones that would do that and also install the signage on.
Oh, and put the signs on the posts.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I would think so.
Is there a fee for that for us or no?
No, it shouldn't
It'd
be.
just be general labor for them.
But that price isn't bad.
No, they're real
Yeah,
good quality because they're
Yeah,
routed and
yeah.
And
painted and then sealed. Yeah, she's gonna put a
Yeah.
real good seal on there, polyurethane, yeah, so.
And what company is it? Linda?
It's called Sawdust and Spit Up, and Jennifer Howard is.
Sawdust and what?
Spit Up.
Spit up?
She's a mom. so
Okay,
this is
oh,
what
okay,
she's
got
doing
it.
if
Her
she's
side
raising
hustle.
children.
Does
So
good work.
she's located in Milford, and Mark referred her from the Walled Lake Farmers Market. Is that where you met
Oh,
her, Mark?
okay.
Yep.
She's been to the corners
Yep,
too.
and she's,
so-
she came to the Tuesdays in the Park, and we got to talk to her and meet her, and, you know, I think that was a good thing. I was glad to see her so that everyone could meet her.
Can I ask where the 4 places are? I guess like the Met Memorial.
It'll be at the memorial.
And then
At
the BM, by the BMX one and the,
Right, and then the other one would be more over by the Butterfly Garden. Is that Terry? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Terry Street. So you have one
Oh.
way up by the memorial. And
Gotcha.
then you'll have a Terry, and then you'll have one closer to the BMX, which leads them into the park.
okay, I just couldn't think of the
That way.
4th one was going to be, thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
And then one at the main park. And then you said 19 directional signs, so
Yep,
how do you have that? I'm just curious, how, for the 4 of them, you're thinking then,
I actually drew
depending
a
on...
little picture, because I
Okay.
have to be able to tell her which side, which way the arrows go on each one. So let's see if I have that with me. But
I'm thinking the one at the BMX track, you don't need a BMX track sign because you're
Right.
right
Yeah.
there.
And then
Right,
the one
so
at the
each
main
side will
park-
have one
Less.
less,
Right.
would
Yeah.
not have that actual location.
Mhm.
Although the bathrooms will have the least amount of signs because so
Most
many of
of
the
it's-
activities are right there.
Yeah, if you don't know where you are when you're
Yeah,
there, there's no
you'll
helping
know
you.
that there with the baseball fields and the.
That one will
volleyball
basically
court.
say BMX Veterans Memorial.
So the one in Clara Miller will be close to the bathroom-ish area? Is that
Oh,
what
I don't know
you're
where we're going to put it yet.
Yeah, we
Oh.
haven't actually determined the X marks the spot yet.
Oh.
I would imagine we need a park walk for that before we ask.
Yeah, kind of figuring where we want to, what's the optimal spot to put something like that?
Right.
Yeah, I think some of the other spots are a little more straightforward. Like
Yeah,
you'd want
We
it,
also talked about moving the peace pole so
yeah,
that, you know, that was in another.
because it's kind of, now it's kind of, it's, yeah, just isolated.
Yeah, so.
And
Any other
the-
questions?
No, that sounds great.
What will the QR code, I mean, if so, if they scan it, what would it represent? Is
It
gonna
would
show
go
us
to the
map?
Wolverine website and right to the Clara Miller Park
Okay.
map or information, whatever.
If we can get the information map that we have, that the water board had made up, and shows on the, for the lake, things like depth, where you can fish, so on and so forth, all those kinds of things, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But it can be made to provide information on all of our park locations and where things are. And so that way people can interface with that, and it would kind of be like a, almost a way to give them that you are here kind of direction.
do we need to release any money yet?
Well, I believe it's time to
At
do
least to
that.
pay her, she's going to do the sample.
She's going to, yeah, she's going to do the sample, and once we sign the quote, contract, we don't, I mean, we haven't signed anything yet, we will be paying half down, and then at receipt, we'll pay the other half. She didn't ask for anything to produce a sample.
Okay.
But if she does, I'll let you know.
So should we go ahead and
So
release
do
funds
we-
now?
Well, we haven't seen the sample, right? Or did we already release them? just
No,
in
we
general?
haven't
No,
released
well,
them.
there's no cost, but
Well, I
guess
mean,
we'll
why
need
would
it
we
by the.
release funds? We get the sample, is there any, okay, we release the funds, if we don't like the sample,
Well, then we
Still
don't sign the
nothing signed.
contract.
Sign the contract.
yeah.
But if you want to release funds now so that it can go to council at the September meeting.
Oh.
Right, that's what, I thought the timing was gonna
Yeah.
be close.
Yeah,
If
because
we didn't do it
if you
today.
want to do it
Right,
this year,
so we can-
you should release the funds, I think.
Yeah, so if we like the sample, we can sign the contract and give her 50% down, we'll have the funds ready, yeah.
Assuming
and
that the
there's
sample
no-
would be ready, the sample would be ready within time for the council meeting, for
Sure,
example.
right.
So,
And at the same time, once we sign the contract, we can ask DPW to put those poles on their list.
Sure.
We don't need the signs to do the poles, so.
Right.
that would
But
give
but
us
I
a
guess we
head
have to
start,
fund
too.
the
yeah, don't you have to
posts
fund the
and the
polls and
cement.
stuff,
Yeah,
too?
so that cost is
So,
about
yeah, we need to get that.
$125.
Yeah, so we need to release for that too.
So, yeah,
so.
that's why I was gonna ask for another like 150 over the 1506.
We do it in two, we would do that in two motions. So, because
Yeah.
one is to pay a specific contractor, and the other one would be for just materials.
Oh, okay,
And that way it's more defined.
okay. Well, I make a motion that we ask the council to release $1,506 to purchase the directional signs for Clara Miller Park.
Second?
Roll call, please.
All right, Strack,
Yes.
Lindman,
Yes?
Ingram, Giraldini,
Yes.
Rakovic,
Yes.
Longbridge,
Yes.
Pierco,
Yes.
McCain,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Monk.
Yeah.
Thank you. I also make a motion to ask the council to release $125 for the purchase of the 4 posts and cement so that the DPW can place the posts.
Well, are we sure the 125 will
say,
cover
do
it?
we
Should
want-
You
we,
want to pump that to
Should we
150?
go up to
Pump it up a
150
little
just
bit?
to be
'Cause
safe?
when I just did prices,
Pricing.
I mean, they go up
Is
and
that,
down.
is the 150, oh, do we still need the 75 to be added in on this, any of this? We haven't added-
75 for what?
The sample sign.
Oh,
Is that part of the
She said it was-
1506, the sample sign?
she hasn't asked for a fee for the sample sign. I
But-
think she was just
Okay.
gonna
And then-
purchase one for us.
and then I would think that would become one of the
And that would be
19.
one of the 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so,
Yeah, if it's
yeah, she's
mustard.
not gonna purchase one that says.
Oh, gotcha.
Fairy garden.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha,
We should get one of those.
gotcha, okay. Didn't mean to
So
interrupt.
let's
So
make
that's
100, let's make it 150 for the
150
poles to be
for the
safe.
miscellaneous
And then,
supplies, because we'll need bolts for all the signs and things like that as well, which I hadn't, thank you, I hadn't thought about
second.
those.
I have one question.
Sure.
Are there enough space on the poles, like, let's say we add a community garden or a dog park, like, in the future, to be able to, like, add
Um,
stuff to it?
Yeah, I think, I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but they're gonna
Okay.
start getting down
Sure.
closer to the ground, because I think we
How
only
tall are
have
they?
like
So what do we
How tall are
do
the
if we
posts?
add?
do a taller post.
How
long
tall
is the
are
current
they?
one?
Oh, but the post was gonna be 10 foot, so,
Oh.
But
How much
probably
is it gonna
3
be
feet in the
at
ground,
3
probably.
feet?
right.
That'd
So
be
it'd be
8
a set-
feet.
yeah.
And what, the signs 4
3
inches?
inches.
3?
3 inches with probably a 1-inch gap between them, so they won't be smushed together. Do you think we should do 10
I
and
think-
12-foot posts?
I don't think,
No.
I don't think for a 3-inch sign, you're going to be, I mean, you're talking 4 inches per and then 5, so you.
You don't want it too tall where they're really,
I don't think that would be, I mean, if we're
Right.
adding
you
one,
want it
or-
eye level.
you're not going to add more than probably 2 to any,
To any one sign,
I
probably.
think that would be pretty, be a
Yeah.
nice problem to have kind of thing, rather
Yeah.
than an
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Right. Because we're also not like breaking out
The
every
courts.
single thing at the main park, like the
Right.
volleyball and the basketball, it's, it's sports area.
Yeah.
How many 4x4s? How many different locations? Maybe I'm
4
Four.
locations.
So the math of 19 individual ones,
Mhm.
so isn't that 4 on every one and 1 on one other one?
5 on one, 6 on another, 6 on another, 6 on another.
So s-
Does that add up?
No.
Did you say 5, 6, and 6?
You said they're 4
It's
inches.
Well,
17.
this needs to be proofread too, because I'm the only one that's looked at, to make sure that I have every sign and every
Because we
single.
might, because, I mean, and then what did you,
portion.
like, so for, did you include, for you had BMX, for example, did you also have the tennis courts?
Yes, tennis courts,
Okay,
baseball diamonds, BMX track, Veterans Memorial, playground, restrooms.
And they're gonna be like an inch between the signs?
Yeah,
2
probably.
inches?
Nothing for the first one,
So-
second one that I gave her.
I'm thinking it must be 4 of, or 3 of them with 5 on it and 1 with 4. That would add up to 19.
Because you said, you were going to put sports, is that?
We have
Because-
79 inches on how many signs?
Sports
The
field.
signs are-
so
There
there's
are
one more
19
not-
signs, so I'm thinking 3 of the posts
Oh,
must
so
have
that-
5 of them on
you're
there.
talking
The
about-
one in the park has fewer.
Kickball, basketball,
must be 4.
hockey, volleyball.
That-
So we named
that's
the
all that really makes
baseball
sense.
court has their own
Yeah.
sign, baseball field, they're first when you.
Yeah.
you know,
We have
when you
16.
Yeah, so did you get the math work out right, or am I still?
Yeah, there's
I-
plenty of room to add.
I think if we have
Plenty of
3
room to
posts
add.
that have 5 signs on them and
Yeah.
one in the park that has 4, that gets you to 19.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
that
that's-
that
But
makes
how
sense.
many did
Because
you
that's gonna
say?
be the restroom that's gonna have 4.
Yeah, so I think that's the way it's got to
Right.
What
be.
would be the 4 in that one?
Tennis, baseball, BMX, and veterans.
Why
Do
do
you need
we,
do you need the baseball?
because you can see it, I guess, from the bathroom. But you keep saying a bathroom one, so is that an
Tennis, a
additional?
bathroom.
She means that section, that
Post.
post is going in, it's the
Near
main,
the
Paramount main,
bathroom.
is what she's
But that,
talking
we
about.
just said, we
Well,
don't.
we don't know if we're gonna put it at the
there.
bathroom, but she's just saying that's.
That's the location.
She's
I'm
using
talking
that
about
as the,
Yeah, I just
park,
meant,
the
I
main
didn't,
park.
but we don't know where we're gonna put it in the main.
No.
part.
No,
Yeah.
but
no.
we don't need, we're not gonna put it.
But
at
that's
the
the
You're not
sign we're
gonna
gonna
add it-
eliminate from the post, so I guess
Oh,
that's
Right.
why I
Oh,
say
okay.
Yeah,
it.
you don't need sports courts, you don't need bathrooms, you don't need playground in that area,
Oh, right.
because those are all there.
Right,
So how many signs can you, give me the number again?
for that area,
No, all of them together.
19.
Oh, I thought it was more than that, they were saying. Okay.
No.
Another silly question. They're all going like this, not like this?
Well, some of them would be,
Well,
right?
well-
It's going a different direction? Like the BMX would say Veterans
Well, yes, but I
Memorial.
think they're all gonna be on the same side of the post, is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, all in one
Yes.
plane.
All
They're
on
gonna
one
be on the
plane.
same side of the post.
Not, not this way.
Right, they won't, yeah,
Okay.
they won't be turned like a, yeah. I don't know what, I
Like
know
a
what you're
summer
talking
camp
about.
style,
Yeah,
where
like
they
a-
like all
a
point
summer
different
cabin
directions.
sign, yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
right.
There's
be
like
more-
one that's a bed on the top or something like that.
Right.
North Pole.
Mm-hmm.
Miles is not listening.
Well, for example, the one at the Veterans Memorial, you'd have BMX, tennis, baseball fields, sports courts, bathrooms, and playground.
That's how many?
How many is that?
That's 6, at least. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I left off.
Say it again.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I left
Yeah.
off.
Sport-
BMX,
Did you say
tennis,
sports?
baseball, sports courts, bathrooms, and playground.
Tennis.
I got that.
He's got
BMX, tennis courts, baseball,
Sports
sports.
incorporates the basketball
bathrooms,
and pickleball
playground.
and hockey.
Yeah,
That's 6, right?
yeah. And unless you were planning on putting, I mean, I would assume volleyball court, I just included that in courts
Yeah.
in my head. But-
So,
Do
so
you
at
think we
the,
should have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
at the tennis courts, wouldn't it be 6 again, correct?
No, you'd have.
Because you
it'd be
would, you
5.
wouldn't take the tennis court, but you'd have to put the Veterans Memorial.
Yeah, but you drop the BMX too, because it's right there.
Or the signs at the BMX, not at the tennis courts,
And
right?
they're, I mean,
Well, I
you're
thought you said
looking to
something about
do.
Terry.
Yeah, there'd be another
The
one at Terry,
butterfly.
which would, the Terry one would be the one that you probably have the most on, because it's a dead spot.
Because, yeah, it's not a location.
So the Terry
Right.
one,
And are you gonna put Butterfly Garden, or we're just
No,
not?
no,
Oh,
that's,
okay,
there's
I
no
don't know.
butterfly garden really.
Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore.
That's-
Shouldn't we put sports and playground? I mean,
Yeah, one side.
sports to me doesn't
Well, I do have one for
indicate
playground.
playground. Oh, okay.
Isn't
And then
included in the sport.
The only other one
Yeah.
that
I
I
think the
just,
issue is fitting it all in one.
the other thing I
Yeah.
just thought of would be the workout stations.
Well, exercise at the Veterans Memorial
What is it called?
pad.
Better name. Yeah, the exercise pad.
The Vita Trail, I think they call it, or something.
No, there's also the Vita Trail, which I wasn't really concerned with keeping that one on there, because it's just a path. But
I thought they were moving that.
moving what?
Someplace else, no?
Who, what?
That,
The
No.
exercise
Exercise
pad.
pad.
No.
Now, that was brought up here one time that they were gonna do
That was back
20
with
grand
the
on something.
Veterans
that's-
Memorial.
I
and
just,
stuff.
I can't remember.
Did we had
I
some,
said, moved it to another
We've
park.
been here, I wasn't here when they talked about
I
that.
don't think it was never brought up, except when we were building the Veterans Memorial,
To,
right? We moved the exercise
Yeah,
pad.
that was the only time.
But is 19 signs enough then, if we
I
got
don't
some of them
know,
with
'cause it-
6?
We just said 12, so.
19 per pole or
No,
19
19
total?
total.
I should
more.
have printed this up and distributed it so that we could all be looking at the same thing.
You need a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just said we needed 6 at there'd be the most at the Terry signs, and we already had 6 at the Veterans.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I can think this through without looking at a map. I mean, not real objectively.
We don't have the, yeah, it's upstairs, I think, a bigger one.
But this doesn't stop us from releasing funds, right?
Well, we
We
have
could
to
always
have
get
the
a-
signs.
We're releasing enough to.
We could get more made if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's what.
Or we could
yeah.
decrease the quote if we
we
figure,
got
I
too
mean, if we
many.
put this all out on paper, which I intend to do with each sign, I mean, I can attach it to an email so that everybody could see it and proofread it before I
Well, yeah,
actually submit it to
right.
her.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I
So
I
we'll
very
know what
much like
signs
to
are
do
going
that.
on what pole
Absolutely.
and where.
And we can
yeah,
always
that
go
makes
up or
sense.
down,
Right,
but
absolutely,
at least we can get it going
Mhm.
if we
Yes.
approve it.
right.
But if we approve it and we have to add more signs,
We can always
That would
add-
be a separate release. It would be
Another
a-
time.
Yeah, at
I
a
don't
different
know.
time.
At a
Yeah, it would
different
be a
time.
it would be a
frowns
separate
on
release.
that.
So it's already approved though, right? We already
Well,
said
we
yes.
get,
We did?
it's approved to send it to council. Council
Yeah,
has
Yeah,
to
for
council, that's what I
council.
meant.
We've approved it for 19 signs, which we can go with, and then if we need to add more,
Or less.
we could, or- but I think we're gonna need at least 19, just based on what I'm jotting down here. Unless we wanna try and make something more efficient, but.
And you said 4 inches, right?
Three.
well, the 3
Three
inches
with
are
that
an
1
inch in
inch
between.
gap, so 4
So
total.
4 times 6 is 24, 2 feet. If it's 10-foot pole, 3 feet in the ground, 7 feet high, you're 4 feet off the ground at the lowest one, for now. The lower they
I
get
don't
to the,
think it's too low.
the lower you get to the
No.
ground, the more you have him hanging off of it.
Right,
Right,
right.
By the
that would be the
way.
one fear.
And that's why she recommended Aspen, for one thing, because of the way it routes and how she's able to weatherize it, as well as it will take all the way through bolts to put them on to keep them from going side to side. So I think she's making them sturdy enough for someone to climb on.
Well, I mean, I would
Even though
never
we're
want to do
not
that.
allowed to, but if they do.
He has his headphones on, he can hear that.
Okay, well, so we still need to release funds for the posts then, 150?
For the miscellaneous materials to install them, yes. And I believe it was $150 to make sure that we had enough. So I make that motion that we also ask the council for $150.
Is there any more discussion?
No, I think we
I'll
pretty
second.
much beat it up.
Well, I see Mark thinking, that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
He's counting the signs.
He's counting a lot of things.
I was just trying to look up what stainless steel bolts cost, because they're not cheap now, I know that.
Oh.
But it won't work, so.
Oh, the internet's
A little
out.
Wi-Fi here sometimes. Okay, I guess we need a roll call vote on the
Mark's got, were you gonna look up boats or no?
150.
I can.
Okay. He has a special internet access.
Well, this will get us
I have
started.
Wi-Fi.
and If we need to
He's got the password.
request releasing more, we can.
Something like that.
Mark, what's the Wi-Fi password you should say?
Yeah.
On a public broadcast.
It's okay. They can run from $1.50 to $4.
Stainless steel?
I mean, it depends on if you're going like a 3-inch hex bolt, yeah.
But we need like 7-inch, right? Because it's a 4x4.
Yeah, we're gonna need-
Plus another one for the post, and then you need an inch, and then washers, and 6 or 7-inch. 7 probably.
There was a
6 inch to do, because you got a 4x4, and then the signs aren't even quite as
Yeah,
much
that'll be
thick.
just right.
So,
38 volts.
Yeah, if they're $5 each, then it's $150.
A 6-inch,
Stainless steel too, it's gotta be that.
yeah, otherwise it was rust. Rough estimate, I mean, you can get, if you buy 500 of them, you're in good shape.
Awesome.
50 maybe?
It's a carriage bolt.
38.
I don't want that. Stainless steel, come on. Here, there's something. They can run high.
That's,
They can get
I
up to
kind of
$5,
remembered
$6
that.
bucks.
But do you think we should increase it to like 200 then, maybe? To just,
I would just put it at 250, because
Yeah. The
Yeah, then they'll spend what they spend.
Weather-treated 4x4s that are 7 feet tall are not cheap either.
no.
Or 10 feet tall, yeah.
Or sorry, 10 feet tall, sorry, yeah, 10 feet tall. One other question I'll say that whoever's gonna do it, do we wanna get wood, do we wanna get galvanized wood, or do we wanna get that plastic composite that never rots? Just a thought for whoever's gonna.
I think we already had the discussion about the composite.
So we've had in the ground.
That was for the signs promptly.
For
not
the, in the
Oh.
park, we have the two by brick memorial signs, Veterans Memorial signs, and those have been in the ground since 2019. So they're still holding. So I mean, the
They're
wood would
wood.
work. They've held up pretty well.
Good.
So 4x4 by 10, $15 at Home Depot.
It's only 4.
It's gotta be, it does have to be womanized, otherwise.
Right.
we'd be
Yeah.
in trouble.
I said
60
galvanized, I meant
there.
womanized, yeah.
Yeah. 60, $65, and then,
Then
How much is cement?
probably
I have
eight
cement
bags
is
of cement.
$7 a bag,
give or take.
Probably 8 bags.
8 bags,
Yeah, that's
$56.
$5 to $6, depending where you buy it from. And how much. So that's $20. So yeah, you're talking about $100, give or take, for the wood, the posts, and the cement.
Mhm.
Then you've got the bolts, which say, just to use a number, say 5, you're talking about another $100 easily. So $200 would probably be,
Sufficient?
it'd probably be the minimum I wanted at.
So maybe not to exceed 250?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I
And we're
think,
covered.
Okay.
I mean, because some of this will be just at the discretion of DPW. Obviously, we're not
Okay.
gonna buy the materials, we're gonna have them,
Right.
since they're the ones who are gonna handle it.
Plus, wouldn't they might possibly even get corporate, contractors' rates compared to what you're just looking at with things?
No, but they'll get it for no taxes, so that's one good thing,
Yeah, that's what,
because we don't have to pay taxes if we are the ones using it.
Okay. So let's increase that amount to 250.
Mhm.
Not to
To
exceed.
cover all, not to exceed 250, to cover all miscellaneous items needed to install.
second.
Okay,
Roll call?
Right.
Mhm.
Strack,
Yes.
Lindemann,
yes.
Giraldini,
Yes.
Longbridge,
Yes?
Carrico,
Yes.
McCain,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Frankovich,
yes.
Mott.
Yes.
Sorry to be a pain, Linda. That wasn't trying to be.
Oh,
No,
that's
you're
all right.
just-
No, not
A lot
at
of
all.
good
Details.
questions.
Might as well get the right amount of funding,
Questions are
at
fine.
Makes it look
Seeing
like
that I
a
don't do
dumb-
this,
That's
questions
great.
we just don't think about.
Right, I know.
Yeah, I don't have to go back a second time.
Or amend it, yeah.
Park master plan?
So we got the survey data in.
It was an email, correct?
Oh, I didn't,
Yeah.
okay, I seen it, but I didn't.
We had 68 unique responses, which is down from the last time we did this. That included, and he did review for IP addresses to make sure that, because I did do it 3 times. One time for real and then twice to make sure it was working, because people were complaining that it wasn't. So he did purge those, it looks like, of mine, which is good, because those other 2 were really random entries. Most of them were from the village, most of them were single-family homes. Pretty broad array of ages and things like that participated. Big things. Does Wolverine Lake have the right amount of parks? 80% said yes, we have the right amount. 12 said too few, so
Well,
if anything, we would add, but how
Where
many
you
can
can
we
get
add?
land,
Yeah. Biggest priorities. Number 1 was maintaining existing parks and recreational facilities. The next one was access to path and trails. The next one was protecting natural resources. Then followed by access to active use facilities, all of our fields and everything else. Access to recreation programming, access in developing new parks and recreation facilities, and then access to picnic facilities was the lowest priority of the 7. But it was a weighted system, so maintaining existing parks was definitely by far number 1, but paths and trails and natural resources were very tight. And then and then the other ones kind of fell off, so.
out of curiosity, being new, has anyone ever requested lighting for nighttime path walking or no?
Yeah, but we don't want to, because technically the park is supposed to be closed.
Oh.
So.
I mean, I've gone.
I know.
For many runs,
Right.
many times at night.
Yeah, a lot of, yeah, you'll see you walking with a cell phone and things like that, but technically, we do close the park at
I see.
dusk. Yeah. It depends on the sign.
So if you're running at 7 o'clock in the winter.
I mean, there's the
No
Cubs.
wake, no running.
Yeah, yes. 7:30 is just a hard cutoff in the village of everything, lake and land. In terms of how satisfied were you with the conditions of things? Playground equipment, really happy. Pavilion, 71% were at least somewhat satisfied. Restrooms, almost 60% were happy. Ball fields, pretty good. Tennis courts, about 55%. The Vita Trail and the equipment, 55% were at least somewhat satisfied. The hockey rink, a little less than 50% were satisfied. Granted, in some of these, a lot of people said, I don't know, I've never used it, so they weren't even commenting. Basketball courts, 60%, at least somewhat. Pickleball, a little over 60. BMX, so new, but 42%. Veterans Memorial, 76%. Granted, it's weighted because 21% said they didn't know, haven't visited. So one person said they were somewhat unsatisfied. I'd like for them to tell me what's wrong with it. Parking, very happy with that. So overall in the park, people were very happy. 86% were at least somewhat satisfied. 5% or 5 people were somewhat unsatisfied, and 3 said they have not visited. So, but they took a survey about the park. So, in terms of the pocket parks, most people have not been to them. That's the main draw. The DNR access got good approval overall, and the community trail got good approval overall. In terms of visiting the parks, most people said they visited at least once a week. 61% said that. So now,
impressive.
when it comes to like Amenia or Oak Island, it's 5% or so. Most people, again, 42 people said I've never been to Amenia or I don't visit it. 46 people said I don't go to Oak Island. So those are a big difference. With the DNR, most people visit it at least once or twice a year, up to every day, but that's, again, not a lot of folks. And same thing with the trails, a little more frequent usage. And of course, when you're asking do people visit a lot of their parks, they sure do. A lot of people visit Kensington, a lot of people visit Scarlett's, Dodge Park, Gilbert Willis, Hiram Sims. Not too surprising, obviously. In a lot of different ways people get around. Walking, biking, and driving were all very common. And then most people use the park for walking. The second most common things that people are using parks for, not just Wolverine Lake, farmer's market, so how about that? But, and then nature, outdoor activities was very common. Canoeing, kayaking, obviously we get a lot of that. Sports courts were pretty common as well. Movie nights, things that were not that often, skateboarding, kite flying, geocaching, horseback riding, senior programs. So, we don't have any of those. So I guess that's-
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, oh God. But, and then what would you like to see more of or improved on Wolverine Lake? The biggest one was multi-use walking bike paths. We've got them where we've got them. We can improve some of them. Unfortunately, what we'll end up finding out in the comments section is most people want them on Commerce Road.
Yeah,
where
right.
It's
It
impossible.
would take an engineering miracle and millions. People would also like to see more of or improved of bathrooms and drinking fountains. I took that as probably being on the other side of the park, the Veterans Memorial side perhaps, more than anything else, because obviously we've got drinking fountains and great bathrooms, relatively speaking, in the main section of the park. And then natural areas, rustic walking paths as well was an interesting thing. Then splash pad, more fitness exercise trails. Then dog park came in with 18 responses saying they'd like to see that, and so forth. So, and then a lot of things fell off, but there was like amphitheater stage was an option, and a few people took that. But overall, I mean, nothing stood out. People are happy with the number of tennis courts we have, soccer fields, basketball courts. But people would like to see benches along the bike paths was one thing that was mentioned. So anything else here? More community gardens. Good news. There's an Eagle Scout putting in a community garden. Not in our park, but in the village. More playground equipment was one of the requests. And of course, a trail to collect commerce in Glengarry. Would you like to see the sidewalk and trail network in the Wolverine Lake expanded? 58, yes, no, 8. So, again, it's a matter of where, and it's also a matter of, if we're gonna expand that in front of residential, we're gonna be going into the right of way. And I don't know how many people are gonna be always happy if, oh, hey, we're gonna be cutting into your yard to put in a sidewalk. Really gets, then it gets a little more nuanced and a little more careful. What events do people like to attend? 50% said they attend Tuesdays in the Park. 65% said they attended the corn roast. 90% said Tiki Night and the fireworks. Garage sale, 54% said they participated in that. Everything else for our events were around 20% or less on who responded. Again, you're talking 60 to 65 responses, so it's hard to judge. I still think we could get the corn roast a little higher. We're obviously limited with the bunny lunch and no snacks of Santa by space. Not everybody goes fishing. The dog show is new. The 5K is still new, and not everybody's going to do a 5K. I think the bubble run can get higher with parents' involvement and things like that. A lot of people go to concerts in other communities. Milford Memories got a lot of mentions. The Wolverine Lake the Walled Lake Market. Ice fishing was mentioned. Community gardens were mentioned. Yoga was mentioned multiple times as things they would like to see offered in the village.
Didn't we try that once?
We've had
lady was that?
Yes, we've had it
I did
offered
that.
on a.
You did that? Was that you that did that?
On the barge.
We tried that.
I had it like at different spots around the lake. We used Spring Lake Heights, we used the dock access yard at
Was
Wanda
that
and
through
Shankin.
the girls group or something?
No, that's just something I did.
Oh.
I do yoga.
I went to one of them. I think Julia was
Yeah.
with me once.
But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun. We were out of quarantine. It was something to do outside. So I did it for 2 summers, but yeah, I don't know. I could definitely bring it back.
Cool to put it.
With all your free time, yeah.
Like,
Just go
yeah,
ahead.
I mean,
Wasn't it like on Sundays or something?
Sunday mornings, yeah.
do it in the park.
I mean, I feel like the park's an option, but like, I just thought like switching the location would give other people a chance that might not want to come because it is inconvenient, you know, on the other side of the lake, that moving it around will give other people options to come and enjoy the morning with us. So that's why I kept doing it other places.
It's kind of cool to get people to see other parts of the village.
Remember
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that
Like I
woman
asked to do it at
on
Oakland.
Laguna Court that used to do the yoga? She was like 90 years old.
She no longer lives
How many
there.
people did you have
No,
participate?
but remember
Just
she did,
depends.
she had
Sometimes
like,
there would
I
be
went to a
like
couple of her
6, but sometimes
classes.
there would be
She
28.
had like,
You know what I mean?
15
Like,
people
Yeah.
Depending on
in that
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
And then we just
Yeah.
paid like $5.
I mean, if somebody,
Yeah, that
it's
was
always,
my
it's a matter of,
instructor, Sarah.
if people
Finding
want to
somebody
offer these
to-
She's
classes,
just so
we'll
good.
do them. They're allowed to host them. We had that person who was doing fitness classes, and she tried that, and she just never got uptake. And then, again, COVID hit, and I think a lot of people kind of just got away from that. We had a person who did Zumbini for a couple of years,
See, here's some of them.
for toddlers and all that. And she did that in the park. So really, it's just a matter of people wanting to do it, rather than, I think, us
Could we do it down here, like a yoga
in
class?
this room.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get 10 people down here.
I wouldn't want to do it down here. It's
Better outdoors.
outdoors.
In the winter,
I mean, if, yeah, you could
Hard,
technically,
yeah.
technically this room is
Spring
available
Lake
for
Heights
use.
one morning, so yeah.
I don't think it's ever
That's
been
when
used for
food truck
yoga.
closes.
I'm just,
And
it's
the
just a
But
thought.
if somebody really
Crazy
wanted to,
down in the,
I mean, I don't
food
think it
truck
would be,
the
I
same
don't know
night.
if
Yeah,
there'd
it's
be a
fun. We've
liability
gone a couple
concern, but
times.
obviously we don't have a facility that's
Right.
more designed for that. But other things people are asking for, community workshops, which I thought was kind of a neat thing. If we had somebody who wanted to teach them like woodworking or gardening or something like that. I mean, that would be an interesting offering. Concerts in the park, easier to do, easier said than done. What else was interesting that I thought? Yeah,
Those are
pickleball
all
classes.
good suggestions.
It's all, but yeah, it's
you
all
know,
about
it's
having
just-
somebody who wants to lead them. And and absolutely if we had that. But that's where it's hard, is having people wanting to do them. It'd be great to have a facility similar to the Hawk in Farmington,
What
which
is
I've
that?
never been to, so I
I've
looked it
never-
up.
I'm Not
is
familiar.
That building is practically the size of Wolverine Lake.
Oh,
I mean, it is gigantic.
Yeah, they have theater in there.
Oh, it's
they have-
amazing.
yeah.
oh, do they?
It's a beautiful place, but they've got theaters, sports courts, indoors,
Really?
outdoors.
Oh. Is it
the old high
theater,
school?
Pickleball, pool,
Is that the old high school?
I guess.
Like
I
a
don't
rec
know.
center?
But it's
Training rooms.
I think they
Yeah,
did,
they got it.
the
Yeah,
school,
I
that
think
high
it is
school's
the old-
closed.
Is
That
that
was-
Harrison High School?
Yeah, I
We'd
think
have
it is.
to level half the village.
That's what they did.
Oh my
So,
God.
At
That's,
the Livonia.
that is probably,
Civic Center.
that would be
The
something
bigger
for
bar.
Commerce or Wixom to look into.
Thing out there.
In the CW3 region, more than us.
A floating community complex.
I don't think we got this one.
One of the common threads was access to pathways
Yeah.
from your earlier comments.
Yeah.
But was there any specificity to that?
The
Lot of
big
people
one,
use
the
the
only
South
one that
Commerce.
somebody mentioned was the South Commerce one, where Decker and everything.
Around
and
that
that's-
corner there.
A lot of people run
goes
around
into
the
a
lake,
ravine
I
into a
have
swamp.
heard.
Yeah.
And they can't get,
I've-
they don't like
I've walked
running
it
down.
many
stuff.
times.
Well,
Yeah.
I've taken my
That's
bike
the-
there.
I've walked
and I
that
know.
myself.
That's the
It is-
bottleneck
it is
where you
not
can't
nice.
get
Right,
around.
my
It is.
bike
You're
is
on the
not
gravel
there.
there, yes.
It's a hard to connect it all.
And it's crumbly gravel right there, you
Yeah.
know, like,
I've
it
already
is
got bike
sketchy.
there, but it's
So the other,
sketchy.
the other thing
Just
is,
through that section.
our administrator met with the Oakland County Road Commission, and Andy did too, or head of DPW a few weeks ago.
You know?
And they were talking to them about their roads that the road commission's responsible for, and about paths on them. And the road commission has zero interest whatsoever in having any paths along any roads that they maintain. So that includes their section of Lad Road, for example. They do not want a path, even though that would be, I think a lot of people have just said, can we get a path on Lad Road?
Yeah.
For good reason.
Yeah.
No, they will not do it. They will not entertain it. So, and I think the road commission maintains Commerce. I'm pretty sure that's one of theirs as well, along with Benstein. So we were lucky to get a path that we got on Benstein, the section that we have, plus the boardwalk. In terms of things that they would like to bring to our attention, there was a lot of comments. One of them was the Benstein Bridge, saying it needs to be repaired. That's really not our jurisdiction, but I will pass it on to our administrator. The villages, it's a village, not Parks and Recs, is all I mean.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
I thought the
I
bridge,
know.
I thought the bridge was part of us at one time. I thought we used to discuss it.
I mean, we talked about it because it's part of the walking, but it's not really,
Okay.
it's beyond, it's not something that we are.
So if
it's
you
something
see
that-
something wrong with the bridge, who do you complain to?
The office,
Administration?
the village,
think,
yes,
Office?
DPW.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and people would like for, us to connect to the airline trail and things like that. Again, hard to do. Not impossible, just millions of dollars.
Benstein.
I mean, it would be great if you could connect it from Benstein.
Yeah, some people want us
People
to,
walk down that street all
Oh, I
the
know.
time, and somebody's gonna get knocked.
right?
For
And
sure.
that's the thing. I mean, it is, what could we do and where to
Yeah.
create a little more safety or shoulder even?
Even if it's not necessarily paved, if you did a wood
Yeah.
chip trail even.
And then, but then there's also, is it ADA? And those are also things that come into play. What was it? A couple people wanted a splash pad. Some people said fix the pickleball courts, add wooden barriers, remove some of the old equipment at Clearwiller Park. I liked that one. There was a couple of those. So there are some people who would like us to remove some of the old stuff. And that was not me. I did not comment in the comment section, in case you guys are wondering. Some people said, please maintain Oak Island, it looks trashy. I was just there last week, I thought it looked really good. to be
I don't
honest.
think it looks trashy.
The grass is really restored. I mean,
Who's
it's
supposed to maintain Oak Island? Is
nobody
that
knows.
us?
That's no, the DPW.
Event thing.
They mow it.
And then they cut it. It was the big problem for a while was the grass wouldn't come in because it didn't get
Oh,
rain.
shady.
And it's so overcrowded by those giant oaks. It's now started to come in. So it looks a lot, it used to be a mud pit when it rained. And now it's really improved, the grass and stuff. It's just, but it's a very basic space. It's just a quiet space with a little parking lot.
I walk there every day. It's nice.
Yeah, it looks great, I think. I mean, there's that one oak that's not making it, but that happens.
It's got an inside-out painting. so-
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's what we went to check out. And, and then a few splash pads, people wanting that. And there's one person who does not want a splash pad.
The neighbor.
Or have lake access or something.
But some people said, some Vita Trail exercise equipment like there used to be 25 years ago or so, or 15 years ago. Which, that's all stuff that, in the long run, if we plan for it, we can do. Saying, okay, we want to, and, this is our long-term plan of, we want to spend $5,000 on this and $10,000 on this. and try to build it that way rather than what we've been doing, which was a massive, I mean, it's great, I'm glad we did it. But we can't do that every year, obviously. And if we kind of keep with it, we can hopefully do that. So, yeah, and then there was, people want policies on golf carts and e-bikes and things like that on the pathways, which we have, but hard to enforce. Because cops can't always be there, and nobody wants to call the cops and say, hey, this golf cart that doesn't have a license plate just drove by me. I mean, that's where it gets difficult. And then posts with doggy bags and garbages for those who fail to clean up after their dogs might help. So I guess making people aware, pick up after your dog.
We
I
don't have
guess.
doggy duty little baggies?
We have them everywhere.
Yeah, I
They're-
thought, I was like,
But
wait a
people
minute.
don't always actually use them or throw them in the garbage.
So what are they at the main parks? I know.
Bags? Yeah, they're everywhere. They're at every park.
Does
They're
Oak
on the
Park have one?
boardwalk too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Or
it
Oak
does.
Island?
They're
I
on
don't
the
remember
boardwalk.
seeing
Oh, yeah, when
one.
you
Like
go
both
And I do
outside.
remember seeing a lot of poop.
Yeah,
I
it
carry
is.
them in my leash, but.
I think there is. If there's not, there should
I
be.
We
tie
need
my
'em
poop
for the
bag to
geese.
my dog's
Yeah, right.
Well, who's gonna pick up after the geese?
My dog eats the geese poop.
I know,
so-
that's, all the dogs do. That's what we gotta do. I've learned a lot about geese actually recently. so
I don't know that
some fun facts.
we want a sign that says where water is, but as you were talking, another potential is to direct people to where a drinking fountain would be on a sign. I have been in parks here, not being long-term person, being very thirsty on really hot days, and looking and asking everyone, where is there a water fountain, and not being able to find one. So just a
Yeah.
personal experience, I have no idea if that's a bigger need.
They want to improve the water fountains too, right, in the survey?
Yeah.
So we could just pair those two things together, get signage for water and improve the drinking fountains. I don't
They
know.
probably
We've got-
want
we've got
that
the
for-
fountains, and then we have the old well pump that you can use
Oh, right.
as well. In fact, when I was, last week when I was out there was somebody filling up their big water fountain bottle, like water cooler bottles with that water. Because that well is not super deep. It doesn't go through, it's in the sand, basically. It just goes to the sand. It doesn't go into the actual rock, so it's not nearly as heavy in iron and things like that.
we
It doesn't have the
tested it?
smell. Oh, he always tests, every year Andy tests it.
Oh, I
Has to.
believe that for sure.
Otherwise, we could not open it up. And so he tested for everything that he's required to, and it's always clean. So yeah, there's no concerns there.
So how do we get another one of those somewhere else?
What, the
A
wells?
water fountain? A water-
Wow. You ask for it, or just get a shovel?
How we find water.
I just
But
put a
it
well,
had to-
well in my
I guess
front yard
it's
was
not bad.
15 grand for a new well.
But you had to go
I had to go
deep,
very
probably.
deep,
You had to
yeah.
go, you have to go like 50 feet or something.
And then if
There's
you go
certain
deep,
rules.
then you
100
can more.
You gotta go
170
certain-
feet he had to go.
Wow.
You need a filter almost.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
All the rules that are, it depends on if you're going for potable water or just,
I was going for drinking
you're
water.
right, and that's where they get you. And I think that's the requirement too. I don't think we can do that well again. I think the new Oakland County
That makes
rules,
sense.
unless it's just gonna go to like watering plants and grass, you can't, you have to go
Right.
so deep, you gotta break through the rock to get it. And that's kind of the rule. So that, if I recall from conversations with our administrator, who got the information from our engineer, so it's, telephone, purple monkey dishwasher gets thrown in there kind of thing. You have no idea what was true or not, but I know the requirements are more stringent than they used to be. And then, so then there was a couple of things, things for seniors or things for adults, more events for adults was a request. But,
Well, you have the Richardson Center, so.
well, for seniors, yeah, I think they're covered there.
Yeah, good
For
call.
adult
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
They want the
hard.
showboat back.
I mean, they didn't ask for it, thank God.
No, I've seen
'cause
it on
they
Facebook.
can
I'm
do it on
surprised,
Facebook.
because people, I've been hearing the,
Showboat thing?
yeah, a lot of
so
people are
that's-
talking about the showboat.
But nobody's volunteering to do the work, so they can just
Yeah.
step up. That thing, from what I understand, was
Yeah.
a ton of work.
Well, the problem with the adult thing is we can't get buses anymore.
Right, and
So
then
that's,
Yeah.
what would you do for adults?
Well, people
Have a
stop participating.
Bingo?
have
Hey, bingo.
a
I
wine
don't
taste-
know.
wine tasting in the park, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that- would that be
we,
legal?
well, that would be
Then you have
good.
to have that license or whatever.
Somebody would have to have a
Whatever,
license
on
and
our
everything, yep.
Still nobody signed up.
What else do adults do?
There's like only a
Besides
few
drink,
people.
you mean?
Right. I mean, well, then
We have
We were
cornhole
gonna do
now
that
at
St.
the.
Patrick's
Yeah, we got
Day.
cornhole,
We have
got
At
sports,
St.
we got-
Patrick's, we need a bus.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna figure out how much it would be.
It was too
Oh.
much.
Oh, it's very
I would
expensive.
have
I don't
to,
remember what you,
because I think we only did like $30 a person for the leprechaun hunt, and now it would be like $60 a person. I mean, who's gonna pay that?
Yeah, we can't, that's not something we should subsidize.
Hickory Glen.
You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe they would.
It's a
I guess we
Commerce
could take a
Park.
survey.
okay,
I
so
mean,
they-
the
people
bus
north-
was pretty packed
Commerce
when we
and
did
Commerce
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Commerce Township
Right.
runs it, but Commerce also, like, the
It
baseball
was a
fields
lot
are
of
managed
fun.
by the
It was a lot of
Lions.
work, but it was a lot of
They have
fun.
like an agreement with them.
Like,
Plus, there's a
great.
football field over there.
Just curious.
The Hawks.
It's not us.
Since I was the chair, I couldn't have any room here.
That is Commerce territory.
I think I did.
But we get all the deer from that come over here and into my yard, in my garden. So, but yeah, that was everything in the survey. I can send you guys this PDF that Chris sent us if you would like to just look for it for yourself. He's putting together the rest of the plan. He said if there's anything we saw in here that we thought was really important to let him know. I didn't see anything that stood out from what he drew from it either. Kind of took the same things away from it. But, I mean, we're doing what we can with what we've got. And I think overall it's pretty good. So, yeah.
Okay.
Wish we had more responses, but that was about it.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
the part that I'm like, meh.
Well, we
Yeah,
kind of
it's
got,
very disappointing.
what hurt us, so I posted it on Facebook. People started taking it, and then some people like, it didn't take my responses. It turns out it did, but it wasn't saying, hey, thank you for your submission. Instead, it took you back to the start of it. So then I checked with Chris, he's like, I have 0 unfinished surveys. And I did it twice. I did it on my phone, and I did it on my laptop, and I did it on my desktop too, at a different time. But anyway, all 3 times, I got it completed. I followed the exact same route I gave everybody else. For whatever reason, their device, even their iPhones, like I have, were taking them to this other thing. And so like, oh, I'm not doing it now, or people, and I think that turned people off, unfortunately. But, because I think last time we got over 130, 150.
There was so
There was
many
also COVID.
residents, though.
But it's only on Facebook.
Well, that's right.
I mean,
We sent out emails. We sent out emails. The village sent out emails about it as
But only to
well.
the people who sign up
Yeah,
to
for the
receive
emails.
notifications. which
Right, but
How many
there's,
people do we have?
So when you're a new
and then
person.
we also have it on the, I also had it put up on the bulletin board. So I mean, if people, because somebody did complain, like, we need to tell them about the events more often. If you got this survey, you're getting all the other things we put out there. I don't know how
Agreed.
else we can tell you about our events.
You know, our major events are particularly on the electronic
And
boards.
now you're even putting
on
out the
two
banners.
electronic
Shoes,
boards.
So
yeah.
we're doing the best we
And they're in
can.
major places where you
Yeah.
think a lot of people would go by it.
Unless
Yeah.
we start taking out commercials during Monday Night Football, I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
Well, that's
I
before
motion
the
for
surveys
for
that, I
went out
guess.
and we did these. Did
$100,000.
you mail these surveys to everyone's house?
no.
You never mailed them?
No.
You got a newsletter, right?
The
You used to
newsletter,
mail
by the
these
time, so to mail these out, cost-wise would be pretty high.
Okay.
And so that's why we tend not to go that route.
So how did you do it before Facebook?
I don't know, I wasn't involved.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know
just
if they-
wondered if
We
that's-
did
I don't, oh, you know what, we
No,
didn't even do
we
the master,
didn't.
the master plan wasn't even
We
done.
had a meeting.
But you would have people
For the
come-
public,
For the
they could
Clear Miller
come in
Park
and
master
out.
plan, you did have a
But
meeting.
that was
You still
it.
got fewer responses than you got for this.
Yeah.
We're actually high. In fact, the last master plan for the planning commission, I think, had less than 10.
Oh, wow.
So it was really low. So unless you really pump it and are just constantly pushing it on social media and tell your neighbors, I mean, folks have to want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. We'll hopefully hear from Chris soon and we'll report.
Cool. Good job.
Farmer's market?
Going strong. Tomorrow looks wet, so we'll see how that goes. Ish. We'll see. It could hit us in the morning and then miss. That's the hope.
Because I'm going.
Because
There's only a couple more, because I
I
see
hate
it.
the rain.
It ends the first,
ends at the last day of September.
oh, okay.
I still have some people texting and asking, or emailing, asking to join and things like that, so that's pretty cool. We're hearing about it from people. I have people saying they're gonna start doing it next year because they're locked in for their other markets this year, but they've heard good things, so
It would be kind of cool to get somebody to play some music there.
I'd rather be more focused on getting a food truck. set up.
Oh, that would be cool,
Personally,
too.
I think that would be the bigger draw.
I do too.
Well, just because the Farmington, have you been to the Farmington Market?
Not in a long
Downtown
time,
Farmington?
But it's also Farmington.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
they
they
have
do
a
music
really,
sometimes.
Farmington has got a really super nice farmer's
Yeah.
market, and they got like a band that
Yeah, so
plays, and they
Milford
got the
does that.
food trucks. and
Yeah,
like,
Milford does
yeah.
that too. I think a food truck would be the bigger thing because of the park setting.
Don't they
and things like
require
that.
you sell like X
That's
amount?
that's why, and I was like, I'm just holding it together this year. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and do that myself.
But that would be
But
cool.
I think a food truck would be a big draw, would add more people to it, especially because we are open during.
It is
evening
dinner
hours.
time, yeah.
I
And-
looked into actually getting food trucks for Tuesdays in the Park a couple times, and it was a commitment of how many people you're gonna have. And I
Right.
could
Right.
never make the
No,
commitment that
Technically,
many
I
people are
could,
gonna come.
I could just use one of the grills in the park, get a permit and do hot dogs myself. That would be an option, but, or
Well,
use
we
one of our
could-
grills.
We could
We have grills.
see how it goes.
But
right?
I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
No.
But that's theoretically an option. We've got the permits. I mean, we already got the permits this year for Tuesdays in the Park, and we passed with flying colors. So, but yeah, that would be the next thing on the list, I think that would be a big draw in the evening for that. But, yeah, there was always, people have asked about live music as well, getting somebody, acoustic guy.
We could try.
Big thing with music is, then it gets louder, and then because we're so residential, do we start to get pushback from those residents?
Well, you don't know unless you try.
Right. I mean,
Right?
I mean, the problem too
They
is,
might get a band. They might
problem
like
too is,
it.
the kind
you
of
know,
music
I'm
I want to
saying.
get is not the kind of music everybody else wants to get,
No.
and that's what makes it awkward.
Well, we
too.
could probably get Ron to like throw a couple
I
people
think-
out there.
I think Ron pounding the drum can get us in trouble, but, not because
Well,
he's not good.
if he,
He's great,
if
but
he-
because it's
if he beat him
drums.
that hard, but.
Yeah, so you can't hit him with software.
Yeah.
But that's the big things, yeah. But for next year, one of the other things for next year we're talking about is changing the hours a little bit,
Okay.
going more like 4 to 8. It just seems like the park really starts to fill up by 7.
Yeah, I
does it?
agree.
That's when a lot of people are starting to do all of a sudden the courts are full.
Yeah.
And the rule I learned from one of my vendors, he goes, no matter what time you set it for, your vendors are gonna start folding up shop a half hour early. It just happens at every farmer's market there is. That is just
Really?
the standard thing. So by pushing it by half an hour, back a half an hour and everything else,
That's a good idea.
that's something we're talking about.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, still going.
Tuesdays in the Park?
I think it was a successful year, and hopefully Tabitha will get the news about if they're going to do the RAC program again for next year. That we get it earlier. That was part of the problem why we had the Arctic Rush twice, and we had to change the date. But I think the Arctic Rush was really popular.
It was nice.
Yeah,
It's
a lot
huge.
liked it. Was-
Yeah.
And then I just think last week was probably one of the least attended, but with the weather pending
the
the way
weather.
it was, I think there were a lot of people, fair amount of people may not have come because
There
they
was-
expected it was going to be rain. But other
Somebody
than
did post
that, I
about
want to
that,
thank
so-
everybody for all their help this year, and I thought it was a success. And I think having the farmer's market just really even helped more, a lot more adults engaged, obviously, in it. And
Yeah,
and
that was
the other
great,
people that
having-
didn't know about it came up, oh, how long has this been going on? So having the farmer's market
Yeah.
also encouraged, made us more aware, so it was great.
Yeah.
And like I said, I appreciate everybody's help because everybody chipped in. So thank you.
Good job, Ken.
But the one in July, we had the officers out there and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
that was,
locals.
yeah,
That
that
was
was,
I mean, I had
Yeah.
somebody say to me, it was like a mini corn roast.
Yeah, it was hype.
It was
all
really, and I had
the
one of my
whole
vendors,
time.
she's like, I haven't sold anything, but I'm having a great time. It was funny. But it was just like, but yeah, it was it really.
they were
it
very
felt
popular.
like an event, a festival, a little
Yeah.
bit mini kind of
The
thing.
police were very popular, yeah. They had all their toys there, the boat. and-
So we might try and do something like that again next year
Yeah, that was
with our
fun.
officers.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a good way for them to interact too with the public, where they're not, giving them a ticket or something.
Right.
To have a positive engagement, and just to
Yes.
get to see the vehicles and stuff too.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, thank you.
Summer garage sale?
Went pretty well. We didn't have as many funny enough, usually this one gets a ton of people signing up, and it's the spring one that gets the lower turnout. This year was the opposite. It was funny though, the number of people on the map who signed up, and then the number of, like, the houses I would randomly walk by and see that weren't on the map. There was a lot of that for whatever reason. Not sure what it was, but went fine, weather was okay, so. Saw plenty of people posting online
Yeah.
about what they were trying to find or trying to sell.
Fishing contest?
Sorry, one of my alarms was going off to feed my cats. Okay, so,
One of?
yeah, it's one of my alarms, yes. So fishing contest, we had 34 under 18 youth, and we had 44 adults, ultimately that registered. I don't know what that turnout looks like from the previous year, but it's around 35 for each category. That's good enough for me. We have winners. We have winners in multiple categories. Some categories people won this year. Some categories people didn't win anything this year. But there's a lot of prizes that'll be handed out. Beyond that, I mean, I've talked with Ted. I forwarded him the information. He's got all that. He's starting to prep the prizes. And then, once he gets me a quote for all of the prizes, we'll try and get a check prior to the corn roast this year. I know last year was a little bit more difficult. But that is the plan this year, is to get a check prior to, the corn roast versus putting it on someone's credit card.
And when do the winners get notified?
The winners will get notified this week when I find the time to send the emails. I'll email Paige with all the names, and then I'm just gonna do like a mass email and BCC everyone on it, and tell them, hey, you won, show up at the corn roast at this time.
It was a nice day.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was really, really.
What did you think of the bags to weighing the fish?
I think the bags were perfect.
Yeah, that worked out well.
That worked out really, really well versus the buckets, especially with the bigger
The trays,
fish.
yeah,
The bigger fish, I remember, I think it was last year, we had someone who was weighing a big fish and it flopped out of Brian and I's weighing station and it flopped back into the lake.
No.
And it disappeared.
So we made a guess, yeah.
We called
Like
it.
15 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bags were way better this
Yeah.
year. They were better for just being on a boat. They were easier for weighing the fish. And the fact that they were so cheap
Yeah.
to where if they really got dirty and gross, you could just
Yeah.
get rid of them and repurchase them.
I liked them for the
There's a lot to
the
like.
bluegills and stuff too. Those were easier with the panfish.
Mhm.
Good.
Corn roast?
We're all set to have, our next meeting will be September 2nd at 6 o'clock back at Clara Miller. It'll be our last one prior to the corn roast.
It's the end of summer.
And that's about it. I mean, I think everybody's, you know, we talked about it at our other meeting, all the little things are going in. Does anybody think have new that they need to bring up, or you want to talk about?
I just had a question. Are we still gonna have those high schoolers come by and help us set up? 'Cause they've always-
Ideally, we'll find out. I mean, I'm gonna email.
Oh,
but we'll
okay.
find- Hopefully,
The school doesn't start till next week,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
25th. So, yes,
It'll be a tight turnaround.
it usually is about the same.
It's actually
Any
easier
news on
now,
the
because they start
corn-
earlier than
did-
they used to.
Did the
Yeah,
flyers
they
go
do.
out? The
Yep, I have flyers, I've been putting them up, I haven't got one in our park yet, but, and our cornhole tournament banner doesn't have a date on it. So I might just have to add that, because I don't have a banner
Oh.
for that by itself. But I just thought, I don't know if we released the money for the cornhole prizes.
Yeah, we released the funds for the corn roast, so
Oh, okay, so that's
that
included in that.
includes
And then I just need to
everything.
get with Jen to tell her
Yeah.
the cash
Yeah.
quantities and, okay.
Right, and now we have the $3,000 grant to offset some of the costs.
Yeah,
that
that's
we've already
pretty
submitted.
cool.
That was way cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if
That was a pleasant surprise.
So
Yeah,
I
great,
got
Mark.
the email finally from them about what we have to do. So I'll have to do a formal evaluation report, including qualitative and quantitative insights into the community impact. So, yay. They sent me, you have to, one of the requirements is you got to put their logo Oakland County Commissioner's logo on stuff. So I did ask Paige to add that to our flyer, she's gonna do that, and then I gotta make a banner. But I can also put on the banner sponsors and things like that, so I'm gonna put Penny Lake on there. I got confirmation today that Outstanding Orthodontics is gonna be out there, and since they always participate and support us, I'm gonna put them on there as well. And so
And the
I
bait shop.
figure we'll put that, yeah, and no, I figure we'll put that banner over the concessions area on the pavilion. And so that'll be pretty prominent, because everybody walks up there, because it reads, and things like that. I also have to provide them an event schedule, which, it's not much there, but okay. So yeah, so that was really exciting. It got approved Thursday morning, the 3,000. I submitted an invoice on Friday, so the check will be in the mail. I was hoping to get it sent to us in Bitcoin, but that's not a thing they do. Also, quick question for you, Linda, did we ever replace the cornhole bags that were damaged at the bicentennial?
No, I remember you telling me about them, but I did not make
Okay.
another purchase.
So then,
I will.
yeah, David asked me to check.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
A reminder?
And so, the application went really well. Hopefully next year we can do it even earlier, so that.
Do we have to say specifically where the 3,000 goes?
Nope, not that I don't believe so. It's just meant to offset our costs. So the grant basically says we're asking for $3,000, the Village of Wolverine Lake is putting up the other $7,000. And that's this statement there. So we have a formal write-up of what we spend money on. But there is no, you can only spend it on these things for the corners. You can't spend, it doesn't have anything like that, from what I understand. Yes, there is a expectation of public recognition that there's no problem for $3,000. We'll do that.
I guess
They
that's
were part of it and
wonderful.
everything else. So yeah, that was really nice little bonus.
That's it. Don't, come one, come all, September 2nd for the meeting.
There was something, but I've already forgot what it was. Holiday decorating contest, did you write anything up, Cody?
No, admittedly, I did not. I was distracted with the fishing contest and then some stuff in my personal life. So I have not written up anything at this time. I'll
I've got
present something in
ideas.
September. You got it.
I've got, I know, usually it's like Mark, the person's ideas are usually sarcastic and negative, but I actually have real ones. Yes, that is the best idea I've had. I have real ones, though. So, for Halloween, I came up with 5 different possibilities. It was kind of basing it off of last year and what we encountered. So one of them was Skull and Bones, and that would be skeletons and things like that. Fright Night, which is just scary. All Hallows Eve, which is Halloween, witches, pumpkins, kind of catches all that. Too Funny to Be Scary, just pretty obvious. And then Movie Night, so the ones that are thematic, like Nightmare Before Christmas, or if somebody went really hardcore and went like Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. I mean, those kind, so those are the 5.
Those are fun, I
Yeah,
like
I like
those.
those.
So what do we do? We'll just say if there's no one that does the movie night thing, we just don't.
Yeah, we don't have to reward it if
They
there's
just
no
don't give it
entrance.
Okay.
But I don't know if we want to do 5 or not, but that was just the 5 I kind of came up with.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I like those, and they're $10.
I think they're nice. The one thing I liked about them was they
Yeah.
kind of break it up nicely, so we don't have so much overlap, which was kind of our problem last
Yeah.
year.
Mhm.
So how much did we give out last year? The prices, how much, do you remember?
Did we have like 5 last year? Or we have 4? I don't
remember.
remember.
Yeah.
I thought we had 4.
I thought it was 4.
I thought it was 4 as well.
Didn't we have that grand champion thing? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, overall or something.
Yeah, there was an overall.
So there were 5.
Check.
Because I thought that was the same amount. when I
So
added it up.
250? So is it 50 for each place? I mean, each winner?
No, I think it was, my limit was 300 total for both. For prizes.
Oops.
I cannot remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm just
Same.
wondering, I thought I was limited to 300 total.
I mean, we can,
For both.
if we want to raise it by $100 or something, that's not going to be the end of the.
No, I was just.
Yeah, we don't have to release funds yet anyway.
2024. No, but do we want to, schedule
Well, we'd have to figure out when the, Halloween contest, and then when we're gonna vote, so that we can, if we need to move this meeting, rather than doing another one of those, like, 1 week and then the next week Yeah.
we just come for this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good idea.
is the 20th, is there any holiday, I don't see a holiday, but I thought there was one where we have to move it, but maybe it's not.
Not in October.
So
Well,
you think if we
people
moved
wait
it-
till the last minute too to.
So you're thinking the
submit their
27th?
entries.
Because, I mean, a lot will go up the weekend prior to Halloween,
Right.
the weekend, the
So you
25th,
wanna
26th.
Move our meeting to
To
the
the
27th?
I think that makes sense.
I'm fine with that.
To the 27th?
Yeah, make it the 4th.
So, yeah.
Because, like I said, that is, you know, a
And
lot
then
of
we
people,
can do the
well, a lot
judging
will probably
then.
go up that weekend.
Well, we'll need them to be submitted by
By that Friday.
the
Thursday,
By-
24th, the Thursday, the 23rd or the 24th, whatever Paige needs to.
Yes.
But then at least, yeah, we can,
Well, yeah, it has to be the
Okay.
23rd because people submit stuff
at 5:15.
at 5, on the 24th, and we don't get it till Monday.
Right.
So what do we decide?
October 23rd deadline?
Yeah. And then October 27th would be our will be our
Meeting. Okay.
regular meeting, but on a different, not on a
Yeah.
regular date.
Nobody else meets on the fourth Monday or anything? Yeah, when does beautification meet?
Doesn't matter, they meet in the
Monday
morning.
Oh, okay, I thought it was at night for some reason.
Nope.
Oops. But that way, at least we aren't meeting just for that.
Okay, and I'm gonna cancel the one on the 20th.
7 o'clock, right, same time?
Correct.
Yeah, and last year we met on the 28th, so. So last year we had, I finally found it, we did have 5 winners we gave out prizes for.
Did it
so-
say how much, or?
No, I think I was limited to 300 for both,
Okay.
so I think it was 150 for each.
We did, yeah, we did, it. we
Every Friday.
released $300 total
Yeah.
for the two.
Okay.
I know the Christmas holiday one, but I'm looking at it here. I know we don't meet normally. But that Monday is the 22nd, that's like 3 days before Christmas. Are we doing it?
Ugh. I'm sad, I probably won't be here either way.
Because you
Even
don't
if
want
I'm
it too
here.
early, right? The 15th?
Christmas isn't as bad because everybody goes out. A lot of the Christmas people are
yeah.
decorating on Thanksgiving
Right.
weekend kind of thing. I'm not, but those
Yeah.
people,
In 10 days before, I think people are done outside decorating.
Right.
aren't they?
So like the 12th? That would? If you're gonna
we don't
have-
have to meet on a Monday.
I don't
Oh.
think that's enough time, quite
Yeah, that's
honestly.
big,
That's,
yeah.
you know,
I
I mean,
hate to make too many people, even with busyness, that we're gonna have to do it closer, I think, to the,
yeah.
I mean, like, oh, did that, yeah. Hmm. We don't have to stress on this one yet. We can think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I mean, the letters, usually the Santa letters are due on the 22nd. And we get those in at the last minute, too. The Santa one.
Yeah, but you have to drive, you have to drive around to go.
No, but I mean, I drive
Yeah,
around
I
and look
know.
at them. A lot of people just look at the pictures.
oh, I go around a couple times.
go
I see them
around and
during the
look at
day,
'em.
some at day, some at night, because of some of them
Well, and
have.
some of them, they don't have the lights on at
Right,
night. You
yeah.
go
You're
by
right.
there and
Yeah.
it's dark.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Well, didn't,
You
you
know we're
had the
judging.
flyer from last year, right? Didn't we say we were gonna look at it between a certain time, certain time?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
That was the decorating one. I don't know if I have the Christmas.
Well, even the Halloween one, didn't it say we were gonna meet at a judged at a certain time or no? Yeah,
This is judges will be looking at the homes from the 25th to the 27th. Do we put a time?
I would say you put a time, because there were some that just, they weren't lit up, they were dark.
But I don't know, I mean, what would you?
Well, I mean,
Not everybody is, though.
Well,
Yeah.
keep
'Cause
them
of
on
light
till
up.
at least 9 o'clock, right?
Well, some people, they don't get home, so we,
Well, some aren't even lit, that's just not the
Yeah.
design. Some of them are not meant to be, are not for lighting.
yeah,
Their design, or their setup.
okay,
So it's not always,
yeah.
there's gonna be flaws in
Yeah,
our system.
right. But if they know to keep them on.
Yeah.
Turn them on.
Right, I think that I think just saying the weekend that we're
Yeah.
gonna be out there is
Okay.
sufficient, because. And if you're participating in it, you wanna win.
Snacks with Santa?
Santa's booked. Richardson Center is booked.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Have it triple checked.
No.
And when do we put it, can we put in our dates now for,
I
Because
don't know,
remember-
I don't know what their policy is.
I can't remember what we did, because I know we did the,
we
hustled
did them both early last year.
Yeah,
We did them
that's
before
right.
the first of the year.
Because we
Yeah.
We had
because
to
we
because
got-
they were
Last time.
booked, but Paige
well, we had
already
to
booked
because we
it.
didn't want to be not booked. Because
Yeah.
Easter was all, the bunny lunch was all screwed up. I think it was the bunny lunch. It was-
Oh, no,
it
it
was
was
Christmas.
Christmas. It was
Well, we
Christmas.
had the
flowers.
week- it was
wasn't
the
bunny
week- it was
lunch.
late. We were a
But
week
yeah, I
late.
think we did it like in December, is
Because
when we
now,
booked them ahead of
because now
time.
Commerce has their tree lighting the weekend
Yeah.
that we usually did it. So, but we can, yeah, work on that.
Veteran, there's no new or additional events, correct?
Just, we have the blood drive on October 13th from 2 to 6. We had our last blood drive this previous Monday. Had our best results since the December blood drive, so that was good to see. Beat our target, so that was good.
2 to 6, you said?
2 to 6, October 13th, yep.
You say 13th?
Yes. So hopefully we're kind of going back in the uptrend. And Kate, is the coordinator or representative for Versity, she came out to the farmer's market a few weeks ago, and she's probably going to try and come out to one of the last ones again to promote it.
Veterans Memorial?
We ordered some bricks, they've arrived, we just got to find a time to put them in the ground.
All liaison reports, finding?
Yeah, we had no July planning meeting, there was no new business to attend to. We do continue to work on our master plan and see if we have an August meeting.
Council?
We had some police service awards for officers Jessica Keller and Brian Dennis. For Officer Keller, it was her 5-year award. For Officer Dennis, his 10-year award in service of the village. So we thank them for being loyal servants to the community and keeping us safe. We got our Tiki Candle financial report. They completely sold out this year. So next year we'll probably add a few more to the order. We had some discussions about the BMX. If you guys remember, quite a few months ago now, Kevin came out and asked us about getting in touch with the engineer, and so if you guys look behind you over there, that is what they're gonna do. They're gonna slide that piece over there so that, and raise the starting mound by about 5 feet, because right now, for younger kids, they just can't quite get the speed going downhill to climb up the first hill. So this will give them a little extra speed, hopefully, a little more gravity and all that. And then by shifting it in more, that lower half, they'll be able to continue to go in that rotation. So rather than, they'll be able to maintain enough speed that they can just keep cycling through it after they've gone, they don't have to climb back up on the starting hill every time. Because the original design, which was actually reviewed by a person who runs BMX, was more BMX for adults or teens, not thinking of 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds. So, who don't have quite the leg power and stuff.
Who's doing the work, Mark?
Kevin is, the guy who came in, he's licensed and insured, he's got his own equipment, so him and his neighbor Jason are gonna come out and do it.
Wonderful.
When, I'm not quite sure, but it should only take them a couple days. And they're also gonna grade a little bit the sides of the course, so that right now our zero-turn mowers can't get up on them to cut, so they gotta weed whip everything. By doing that, it'll be a little easier to trim, and then when we end up hydro-seeding the sides, it'll be easier for them to mow. Right now, it's a lot more weeds, but we're happy to have anything in there just to keep the dirt in place. And then we also had a discussion on the sports courts and the cracking. Our engineer met with the company and our administrator did, and they had a solution. That solution was in the six figures. We're not doing that. It's just too much money. I was, myself, voiced a very strong opinion about it, and I will be meeting with that company and our engineer at the courts to discuss the cracking.
Because
And
didn't we just have them?
they were just redone,
Yeah,
and
they were just
and they
sealed.
Even been through.
and they showed, I mean, they started showing cracking within weeks of the work being done. So, and now we're months
Yeah.
into it. So, yeah, I will be talking to them about that and hopefully getting some feedback. We discussed the Ventura Drive parking concerns, and we decided to allocate up to $500 to repaint and add some more no parking to a section of that area and the road ending there, to hopefully address some of the concerns of a resident that's out there. We'll see how that goes. We amended our policy on council committee assignments, so from now on, whenever there's a new election, every council committee assignment that members have, they will be essentially booted off those committees and then have to reapply, so that there is no inheriting or grandfathering in, like, oh, it's mine, I can't give it up. Instead, everybody will have equal reach to ask for it. Doesn't mean you can't stay on that committee if somebody else wants to do it, but we just want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to, on council, to be entertained for those, or considered for
So
those
what do
committees.
they do, vote on it if two people want?
Yes, council will vote on it in that way, but rather than somebody saying basically they have dibs,
Yeah.
it'll be, okay, why should you get on it? Oh, I'm XYZ, oh, okay, so on and so forth. We had an update and change our soil erosion and sediment control program fees. Eagle audited us and found that because our soil erosion inspector was not a village employee, that was a violation. He was a contractor, now he's a village employee, will become a village employee. Doing that means that he also has to get sick time, and so we had to raise the fees. So he is not getting more training, the soil erosion will not be safer, it will not protect the lake more, but people will pay more when they have to get these permits, these fees. So instead of $15, they will now be spending $25 per visit. That is government bureaucracy at its best, in my opinion.
I can't even believe.
Right? Gotta love the man. We also opted out of the medical benefit plan contribution rules. We always do that every year as a council, because of how much we contribute to employees' medical benefits. It's just a standard procedure. We're still waiting, or we're gonna have some discussion about the Village Hall sound system sooner. He's finally got the 3 quotes in, he was just getting a little more feedback. And he's still getting some information for the Penny Lake Pump House water quality issues. And we will be, sooner than later, deciding on a new building inspector company, because our current inspector is resigning, and he's staying on until we hire it out. But we have it between, right now, 2 companies, and we're gonna try to get that soon.
He's like,
So, yeah, and just a reminder, September 2nd, taxes are due, in case you're wondering. And our village police chief is working on a Facebook page for the village police. So that'll be something interesting. And he's working about creating more emergency contacts for older residents and things like that, so that they can be more responsive if there's ever something wrong or a concern. Yeah, that was about it.
I haven't heard anything from Commerce Park and Rec. Any comments from board members?
I'll
Good job,
move we adjourn.
everybody. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.